All right, welcome back. Let's make some beeping noises here so I can get my clock started again and go inside Camp McCarran. And this is probably where it's going to look. Okay. This is where it looks like I remembered.
You have to hand it to the NCR. Get enough hands working
I
together
think he's just going to be...
just about anything.
I could have sworn there was somebody out here. But I don't know. I may be wrong. We're gonna look around anyway. Dang, look at all this stuff. Can't take any of it. I see several bodies over this way.
Hello. Hey. Howdy. Name's Sterling, 1st Recon. Can't say I've seen you before. I'd remember if I had.
Alright.
Got a good memory for faces, landmarks and such too. Comes with practice, that's all. And a lot of scouting from place to place.
Interesting rifle you have there. Lever action, right?
I call her the Long Carabine. Didn't always have the scope. I added that myself. Been shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away. Would have felt guilty to part with the old girl. The other snipers used bolt action, but Gorbets reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different, so long as I could hit my targets. Used to be a ranger, one of the first they sent out east back before we took the dam. Observation and reconnaissance. We took the lay of the land, checked out the locals, and kept ourselves inconspicuous. A couple friends of mine were the first to scout the dam. That was back in '73, if I recall. A lot of those rangers are dead now. Vegas always chewed men up. It's just a little more literal nowadays.
Okay. Why did you leave the Rangers?
That wasn't really a matter of choice. Got myself caught by legionaries up near Malpay. They had themselves some fun with me. Mangled my hands and feet pretty good. Wasn't much good with the pistol after that. Wasn't gonna be trekking across the waste on any more long scouts either. Caesar's boys figured I wasn't going anywhere after what they'd done to me. So they didn't bother tying me up. I crawled out of there on my elbows and knees. Must have looked a sight. Then I rolled down an embankment into the Colorado.
All right.
Guess I had a mind to drown rather than give Caesar's boys the satisfaction of killing me. But a couple rangers happened to be watching from across the river. They jumped on in and pulled me out of there. Lucky break, they said. Going on 6 months now, but I reckon we'll be moving out soon enough. Can't talk about the details. Till then, we'll man the towers and keep an eye on the fiends. We've had more than our share of trouble from their direction. Whole thing smells of Caesar to me. Of course, that's just guesswork. But I'd still bet a few caps he's stirring up the locals against us.
Excuse me if you heard that.
Always a pleasure. Keep yourself safe.
Yes. Sure thing, Corporal. Corporal Betsy.
Never seen you around before. What do you want?
Oh.
You killed him? Well, shit. Here I dreamed up this whole elaborate revenge fantasy. Didn't really think I'd do it, but as long as the tubby bastard was actually alive, I could pretend like I would. Here, I owe you. Take it and get out of here, before I indulge my inner bitch and spoil the moment.
Well, that wasn't much. Excuse me.
I'm Bitter Root, 1st Recon. You got a reason to talk to me?
Yeah.
You trying to start trouble? Or do you really not know where I got that name? It's a con name. You know, the great cons. That's what my parents were.
Oh.
I figured I grew up around the bastards. They owed me a name after all they put me through. They're dead. Got themselves killed at Bitter Springs. Served them right, if you ask me. It was a massacre. That's what a lot of NCR folk will tell you. Most of them feel plenty bad about what happened. But I was there. Saw it myself. I don't care what anybody says. The cons asked for Bitter Springs. They wouldn't leave the NCR be. My damn parents, too. They were just as bad as the rest.
All right. Okay, you don't really mean that, do you?
Don't I? Mister, you never met my parents. My dad got himself fucked up every chance he got. Always started with folk for no reason. Hell, he was the one who taught me to shoot. You know how? By taking pot shots at NCR, and not just soldiers. Civilians, too. Even kids.
Ah.
Then he'd get high with his buddies and swap tales about the folk they killed. Bunch of animals. And my mom? A couple of times she tried to sell me to some waster just to score some jet. Even the other cons said she was useless. Only reason they kept her around was because she was how'd my dad say it? A smoking piece of ass.
Oh.
You're not fully grown till you've taken a beat down. Everybody gathers around and hits you till you're damn near dead. After that, if you haven't begged for mercy, you get to choose a new name. One you'll use for the rest of your life. When NCR slaughtered the cons at Bitter Springs, I hadn't got my beat down yet. I was still too young. Way I see it, Bitter Springs was my beat down. So afterward, I gave myself a name. That's all I got from the cons. That's all I ever want.
All right, let's see here.
Guess I could tell a pretty good story if I had a mind. But the truth is, I don't know. Just got lucky. They brought me to Daughtry after the battle. He was just a captain back then. Guess he saw something in me. Knew I didn't belong with the cons. Maybe he felt bad, too. About how his men killed my folks. I told him he did me a service, but he didn't believe me. Still doesn't. He's a good man, Daughtry. Doesn't act like it sometimes, I know. But he didn't have to take me in. Yeah, that's probably best. All right. Goodbye.
All right. That was an interesting story. Who's this
Throwing
one?
the Mojave almost makes you wish for...
Hey,
Bryce
why the
Anders.
fuck are you back here?
Bryce Anders. Do I know that name?
He sent you. Why? You can go back to Old Shoe and tell him that the mission will be completed. I just need a couple more days.
Oh, okay.
Good idea. Try not to get hurt out there.
nuclear winter.
Huh.
Why the fuck are you back here?
All right. All right. You're
Make
just
yourself
being
scarce. If you get yourself in trouble, I'm not going to cover your back.
all right. I'm guessing. I guess he's the one I saved out of Vault 3, I think it was. All right, now what am I doing here now? Haha. I don't have a quest out of here, so I just need to find Colonel Shu. Is that his name? Excuse me. Ah.
What is it? Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis. Officially, I'm in charge of Bravo Company. But since General Oliver has Bravo and most of our forces here garrisoned, I'm free to do other things. So I work with Colonel Shu on logistics, patrols, supply lines, reinforcements, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Lately, it's been less about that.
But that's who I'm
and more
looking
about
for,
figuring
though,
out
so.
how that information is getting leaked to raiders. It's a big base with a lot of unhappy soldiers. They get stir-crazy. Hard to separate the malcontents from the actual culprit. Later.
Alright, so he's not the one I'm looking for. Oh, you're with me. Ah. Okay, I think that's restrooms. inaccessible. So we'll head to the other side. General.
Something I can.
Ah, here we
Andrew
go.
showed up here not too long ago. I'm told you're the one who got him out of the vault. Can't tell you how relieved I am. Sending him on that mission was a mistake.
You did the right thing. If you sent more, they'd have killed. More of them been killed.
That's probably true, but I wonder if I should have taken a different strategy entirely. Although my options were certainly limited, with most of our forces tied up garrisoning this place. Regardless, what you did for Anders isn't something he or any of us around here take lightly. We're all glad to have him back. Thank you.
I'm here to provide support. If there's anything I might be able to help, I'm here for hire if you need some extra manpower around base. Alright, yeah, let's do that
You
one.
don't cook by any chance, do you? Farber's doing his best, but it's hard to manage an army with half my staff in
Oh,
there
no,
for
no, no,
retreat.
no, I'm not a cook.
Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The fiends keep pressing their position from Vault 3. We've got the Legion breathing down our necks
Oh,
across
damn,
the
I
river.
killed a guy.
We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far he hasn't spoken a word. Sure, I'm all ears. Yeah, on top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out.
You seem calm. How are things going?
Calm is what you have to be when people look to you. And it's all you can be when things are out of your hands.
Okay.
Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements, and it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on.
Okay.
Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in.
I think I already talked to Captain Curtis. Alright, goodbye.
Bye.
Alright, we're going to end this one here. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.
Something I can do.